Today we're talking about search ads. If you want your Google ads to perform better, you have to split test and improve your search ads, but most advertisers completely overlook it. If you're not working on improving your ads, you're definitely not spending your budget as effectively as you could. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a framework for how to approach testing your search ads, how to implement these tests in your Google Ads account, and how to measure your results. And if you do all of these things, I guarantee that your ads will perform better. I know this works because I personally managed over $2 million in Google Ads spending and consulted for dozens of Google Ads advertisers. And this is the approach that I've seen the most success with. All right, without further ado, let's get to testing. The number one thing that you need to understand when it comes to split testing or A/B testing is that it's a continuous, evolving process. The most successful Google Ads accounts routinely test, measure, and optimize. And because it's such a process, you have to keep detailed notes on what tests you've done so you don't waste your budget and time on testing and retesting the same thing over and over again. I'm going to share the table I use for tracking my tests in the description of this video. With that out of the way, navigate to the ad group where the ad you want to test is located. I have mine opened here, and here's the actual result of a test that I made. As you can see, I have 2 active ads, and the ad number 2 has a better CTR, 32% against 28%. The ad number 2 also has a better conversion value to cost, 5.37 against 4.36, a major difference. The ad number 2 also has a better conversion rate, 2.3 against 1.7, and the ad number 2 also has a lower cost per conversion, 43 against almost 50. In this example, it's clear that one of the ads performing better, but it's not always the case. Sometimes you will have tests where one of your ads has a better CTR but worse conversion rate. Don't let this confuse you. Unless your business goal is clicks, always take conversion rate and conversion value to cost as your success metrics. If you're not sure, just let the split test run for a few additional weeks and see if the results change. So ad number 2 clearly performs better. So I'm going to pause the underperforming ad, duplicate the winning ad, and just change one variable in this new duplicated ad. This is going to be the beginning of a new split test, but make sure that you're testing just one variable at a time. If you're testing 2 or more variables at once, then you won't know what effect either of them had individually. But what does it mean testing just one variable? Does it mean that I can test just one headline at a time? Not necessarily. You can accommodate both big and small tests with this strategy. For example, you can test something as simple as pinning just one of your headlines, or you can test removing half of your headlines and keeping just the core, most impactful and most relevant headlines only. Or you can even decide to test an ad that has headlines focused on one specific USP. The idea is for you not to test different headlines, descriptions, and other elements at the same time. Test just one variable at a time so that when you come back a few weeks later, you can tell with confidence whether your specific change is showing better results, so you can learn from them and you can move forward from there. There are other ways you can split test your search ads, like ad experiments or ad variations, but this is the leanest way to do it. Keep an eye out for performance during your experiment period. While you want to give your test enough time to collect reliable data, you should also monitor the performance closely. If something seems off, like a sudden dip in conversion rate or a surge in cost, it's okay to hit pause. Investigate what might be going wrong before resuming or pivoting to a new test. On the other hand, for your experiment to yield actionable insights, you need enough data. Low traffic campaigns will take longer to get the results, and that's okay. Rushing through a test can lead to a decision based on incomplete information. I would recommend collecting at least 1,000 clicks on each of your testing ads before making any conclusions on your test. And by the way, testing isn't about sitting back and waiting for your results either. While your split test is running, use your time wisely, dive into your customer development interviews to uncover more compelling messaging for your ads, research what's working for your competitors, or take this time to work on a new landing page for your next test. The point is, testing your search ads is a part of a bigger cycle of improvement. Think about how to improve your entire funnel and use the insights that you gain to guide you in your next split tests. Here's another tip. Don't be afraid to experiment with a third ad in your ad group if you have a new idea. As long as your ad group generates sufficient data, adding a third ad can provide valuable insights without derailing your existing split test. If you're stuck on what to test next, here are a few ideas you can experiment with. If you need help with writing catchy and effective headlines, check out my other video listed in the description. Good luck with your testing.